Hi, I'm Julia from Memory Makers at Home, and you will have received a starter kit from us, and today we're going to show you how to use it. In the kit you will have received some tubs, some bags of alginate and some J-cloths, and I'm going to show you how to use these to take the cast and then send it back to us. You will also need from home some other equipment: a bowl, a measuring jug, some baby wipes, a spatula and or a whisk, some scissors, a towel, and ideally something to cover your table. I'm now going to show you 3 different ways in which you can obtain a cast. I'm going to show you how to mix using the bag method. For the sake of the video, this is going to stop after I've mixed it. Then I will show you how to put it on the baby. When you do it at home, you will need to go straight from mixing to the baby, and the baby needs to be prepared. But I'm just going to show you for now how to mix in the bag. You need to measure out 400 millilitres of water, and it needs to be just warm to the touch, tepid water. And then you pour it into the bag, being careful not to miss the bag and get it all over the table. And then you give it a little tap, gather the top, spin it around so it's sealed. Don't try to shake it without sealing the bag. Then give it a little shake, and all we're trying to do is get the alginate into the water while you've got a bit of air in the bag. You've got a long time with this with using cooler water. If it's hot, it will set really quickly. If it's cooler, it takes a bit longer. So give yourself cool water, not too cold that the baby doesn't like it, but enough time for you to be able to mix it up. Once you get to this stage, you can then sort of poke it around and just look through the bag, look to see if you can see any of the dry powder, and just give it a stir it using your fingers. Again, if you can see some dry powder, just give it a squeeze until it's all gone. Give it a shake down so it's all in, and then you're ready to put it on the baby. When you're taking the cast, you need to make sure your baby has had a nice sleep, a nice feed, and is happy. Everybody's happy. Don't try and attempt this on your own. You do need somebody to hold the baby, and all be completely ready to do it. Don't try and rush into it as soon as you get your kit. Pick a time when everybody's happy and willing to do this, including the baby. What you do need to make sure though is you protect your clothing. You can get alginate on things, it just dries out. You just pick it off and then put it in the wash, it should be fine. But try not to wear your best clothes. Positioning the baby, really important that we have baby so you can get to the limbs that you're doing. So we're going to be doing the left hand of the baby today. So what we do is we put the baby on the knee, having a nice cuddle this way, and have the hands around the baby like that. Then you take a towel or piece of sheet, tea towel, whatever you've got you're not worried about getting alginate on, and then tuck that underneath the baby's arm, and then get your helper to hold the baby by the elbow, right up by the elbow, so that you can get to this hand. Ideally sort of dangling down a little bit with the bag method, but as long as you can get to that hand, you're fine. Once you see it's been mixed in, take it down. Now you will get messy hands here. Turn the end over, get the baby's arm, plunge it into the alginate, and then push it up the sides. So it's just in there. Make sure baby's fingers aren't poking through. You will be able to see them. And then just wait. Once it's set, and you can feel it's set, because actually the bag comes away from the alginate, and it comes away from the baby, just peel it off, give it a little wiggle, your baby will help. And then just take the hand out and then you have a cast. In order to do the foot using the tub method, you can actually use the bag method to do the foot as well if the foot's small enough. You need to hold the baby so that we can lower it into the pot. So the best way is to have the person who's holding baby hold across the tummy like that, and then with this hand tuck that foot up out of the way so that the foot is dangling down. And then you get ready to do your mixing. So make sure they're comfortable, baby's comfortable, and then you get through to your mixing. If you decide to use the tub method, you get it to this point and then pour it by squeezing the bag. Again, you've got a bit of time, so don't panic. Into the bag, get as much out as you can into the tub, and then you're ready to put it on the baby. Both of these methods, you will get it on your hands, but don't worry, try not to touch anything, try not to touch the baby's clothes. But this is ready to go on the baby, and the bag would have been ready to go on the baby, and I'll show you that in a minute. Baby ready, take the baby's foot and squeeze it in. You can actually hooch it over the top, that would be good, but try not to hit the bottom so you don't get a flat surface, and then just hold it there. Actually, you can stand up straight if you want to, and then just hold it. And you can see the baby's foot coming out. There we have lovely cast. This is the other method we talked about earlier, and this one you might prefer. You need to put the alginate that you've received in the bag into the bowl, but now we need 350 millilitres of water instead, and you can either use a spatula or a whisk, and then you pour all the water in and you stir it with your spatula like you're making a cake. Make sure you get all the powder in from the sides, and then give it a good mix around until all the alginate has gone. Just keep going like you're mixing a cake, and make sure you do get the powder from up the sides. Give it a good mix. Again, use cool water, don't use warm water, too warm, because it will set too quickly, but you do need to give yourself a bit of time to get all the alginate in. Once that's in and ready to go, make sure your baby's arm is in the correct place, and then you scoop it out, again just like you're making a cake, and pour it onto your J cloth. This bit can be quite tricky, getting all of it off. You slide it onto your hand, and use your hand like you did the bag. You take the baby's hand, put it right up to the top of the wrist, up the middle of the arm, squeeze your baby's fingers in, and then fold it over. And then hold it, not too tightly, just nice and gently, like that. And then wait until it sets. Once it's set, give it a little wiggle, then take the baby's hand out. Again, this one doesn't help. And then you can take your baby wipe and give your baby a wipe down. So now we have a cast of a hand and a cast of the foot. You could have used the bag for both. We happen to have shown you how to do the foot. When you took the cast of the baby's hand, you would have put it in the alginate, and the baby would hold his hand or her hand the way they naturally hold it. So we can't guarantee any particular pose, a fist, open hand, slightly open hand. We have no idea what they've done. We will make it the best we can.